Hello and welcome to another adventure with the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. Today we have a rather fun event. This is a continuation of a event earlier this week called Evil Fish. Today's adventure is called Revenge at Midnight. In effect, the bad guy from the last adventure has co-opted some help, and we'll find out what exactly that means today. We have a larger group than normal. So to that end, I have asked everyone to please be patient with each other and with me, because between the enemies and this group, we've got a lot of folks going. Alex, it does say that we are on air for me, so I'm not sure.
Okay, it doesn't say it's for me.
Has it updated for you yet?
No. I'll give it a quick refresh.
Okay. We're missing one player who says they will join shortly. But while we're waiting for them to join, I figured we could go ahead and get started, have it, everyone that's here introduce themselves, and have the group do some quick downtime prep before the real adventure gets started. So to that end, I want to go around the room for the folks that are here in order of their seniority in the guild, as it were. That said, between Matt, Alex, and Lionel, I'm not sure. So I'll just do it in the order I have it on my screen, which is Matt. You go ahead and start.
Basically, you took the levels, but it's I will say Belenor, then Adrien, then my character.
Okay, then, Belenor, please go ahead and start, and then it actually will be Carrick, and then down the order you say.
All right, I'm Alex Newton. I'll be playing as Belenor Streamsong, a human bard from the College of Lore. He's been up and around this city for quite some time now, and he's been really busy and hasn't been able to do as much questing as he'd like to be doing. He carries a silvered magical rapier of +1, as well as a light crossbow and several tools and instruments at his beck and call to aid the party. He's ready.
I'm sorry, 1 second, Alex. If you are not speaking, please go on mute. I will mute you this one time. Next time, mute yourself. Thank you.
And that's it for me.
Okay, Gerald. Just FYI, we just started. We're doing intros, and then we'll get into the meat of the matter.
All right. I'm Gerald Dempsey. I'll be playing Kark Nalo, 6th level paladin. He's a high elf with this whole prophecy that he's out to try and fulfill. He is wearing splint mail. He carries a shield with his holy symbol on it. His go-to weapon is his long sword, but he keeps several daggers hidden on his person. And I think that just about covers it.
Great. So next, I think Matthew, it's your character, and then Lionel's.
I'm Matt. I'm playing Adrian. He's a mercenary. He was formerly a part of the Silent Rain. Now he's a part of the UAG. He just recently finished enchanting his sword with the magic of magic weapon. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, excellent. Lionel, go ahead and go next.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello, my name is Lionel. I am going to play Leila Aduel. That's her surface alias. She does not use her draw name because of safety reasons. She's a draw female cleric knowledge domain Bard College of Swords. She is at the service of Mistra, the Lady of Magic. Entered to the guild because her fiance Aracris moved the strings for them to let them join. And she recently has been working hard enough for the townspeople of Illumina to recognize her as a valuable asset and not a threat. She uh, she's beginning to learn the skills of dancing with swords.
Oh, a sword dancer. Is she going to be doing dual wield scimitars?
Not scimitars yet, but yes, with short swords.
Eh. Okay.
They are lighter.
All right. Thank you. Dylan, you're probably the next in terms of seniority. If you want to give your introduction, and I did mute you. If you're unable to mute yourself, let me know, and I'll see if I can figure out how to do it in the chat. Oh boy, let's see. Let me see if I can unmute you. Why can't I? Oh shoot. Sorry, give me 1 second. There's other tools I have that can let me unmute you. Here we go. Sorry, Dylan. Are you able to speak now?
What about now?
Yep. Cool. Thanks, man.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. My name is Dylan Williamson. Playing a level 1 half orc barbarian named Robert. He left his family to go on adventuring. He left his guild to go on adventuring and all that. He wanted to see new people, meet new friends, and he wields a basic two-handed great sword and is ready to smash some heads and cut through some enemies.
Fantastic. Just the way a barbarian should be. Marcus, let's have you go next.
Hi. My character's name is Blarago Stormhead. I am a blue dragonborn. I am a first level sorcerer and a new member of the. And glad to be here.
Welcome. All right, and last but not least, Chapo.
Hey, all right. So, Chapo, I go by Ace. My character's name is Rev Jack Resparo. He's kind of like a Viking. He stands about 6'4", around 215 pounds or so. He's pretty strong. He wears chainmail with like a Viking overcoat, kind of like a one of those knitted sweater things over it. I don't have a helmet for him yet, but he's going to have one of those Viking helmets later. His main weapon is a meteor ball, which, after conversing with all these guys, it's basically like a morning star with a really long, like 10-foot chain. So he kind of like swings it around and just smashes the shit out of people. And basically, he's kind of like a professional soldier. Yeah, kind of like got his own code of honor, but he's really kind of hard to make friends, but once he's your friend, he's like friend for life. He'll have your back. Other than that, he's a pretty good guy. He doesn't do any shady stuff, and that's about it. He likes riding chariots too, so it kind of sounds weird, but. Other than that, yeah, I'm just looking forward to smashing skulls. So
Excellent.
that's it.
So for any of the either DMs here or folks listening in, the meteor ball is effectively a reskinned halberd. It is affected by the Great Weapon Master feat. It would not, however, be affected by the additional attacks that the polearm feat gives. Polearm mastery. So, one of the ways that, or one of the things that we do for new members in the guild is you have to effectively say why you're in Illumina and why you've come to the guild, and we role play that out. So, at this point, it's mid-morning in the city of Illumina. The Unnamed Adventurers Guild hall is open. And let's start by everyone go ahead and roll initiative. That way we can, with such a large group, we can keep track of the order that folks are doing things in. And then we'll go ahead and find out what everyone's doing this morning. So Dylan, I'll roll your initiative. You had the plus.
Thank you very much.
We had +2 dexterity, so I'll do yours. You've got 6 for initiative.
I know who's going last.
No worries. Let me just write all these down. So we've got.
No, I'm just joking.
Mats, what's your ace dexterity? Oh, you've
Mine?
got. I see it. No worries.
Okay.
Layla is 17. Metalborn is 7. Marcus is 19. Dylan, I'm going to mute you again just because there's a lot of background noise there, but I'll unmute you. Oh, there you go. Cool. All right. 22. Wow. So Chapo is 22. 6. All right, I'm missing somebody. Who do I not have? Layla. 6, 18. 22 for.
Carrick.
Yeah, I don't have Carricks.
Gerald.
Sorry, I couldn't get this. I had all kinds of crap popping up. I was trying to message it to you. I rolled a 3.
A 3. Okay. All right. So, Chapo, you are going first, and effectively, you have come to the city of Illumina. You are opening the door to the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. In the hall, you see a few folks milling about, and a few tables, a few places to sit. There's a bartender. There's some drinks there, but not really food. Otherwise, that's it. That's what you see thus far. So, how do you approach this?
Let's see. I guess I'll come in. I kind of look around, take note of anybody that's kind of big, intimidating. Give them a nod, and I'll walk over to the bar. Ask for an ale and any news of any work, or ask them what the news is. The barkeep, I guess.
Okay. So the barkeep is an elderly dwarvish woman. She walks up, sits down an ale, says that'll be 1 silver, and says if you're looking for work, then you need to talk to Pincus. He's upstairs in his office.
Hi. So I guess I'll head up to the office and talk to Mr. Picus.
Okay.
Knock on the door before I come in, if it's closed or whatever.
Okay.
Or if it's closed, then I'll knock on the doorway.
It is, and he yells out, "Come in, come in!"
Okay, I'll come in. I'm like, hi. I've been looking for work.
So you see a disorganized and disheveled office. There's books and scrolls and half melted candles just everywhere, and sitting behind a desk that's almost too big for him is a middle-aged gnomish gentleman, and he looks up and kind of pulls down his glasses and says, oh yes, well, the Unnamed Adventurers Guild is always looking for more those of the adventurous persuasion. What is it that you can do for us?
You're kind of a big bully. It's a bull where I come from. Big. He says he grabs his meter ball off his back. He kind of wraps it around himself. He says, see this? He says, I kind of swing this around and smash people's faces in. Other than that, used to be a soldier. He says,
a soldier, you say? Well, we have use for that type. There is a membership fee and all that, but we can deal with the paperwork later. I have something of interest today, but give me a few moments to finish some paperwork here. If you'll just go downstairs and wait, I'll be down shortly.
Okay. She's back down to the bar. He has asked for a mead. Says, take some mead.
On top of the L, the dwarf looking at your completely full glass in front of him.
He downs the first one. He's like, I know you people. You make good mead. He says, give me some of your finest. Not the humans, but the dwarves. Right.
My finest, you say? Oh, that would be the dragon's breath. That'll be 2 gold.
He's like, okay, hope it's worth it. Hands over the 2 gold.
So she comes back with a stein of mead as large as your head, and there is literally smoke coming off the top of it.
You see Revjack's eyes kind of get like a little watery and glittery. He's like, oh, this is like me ma's. He's like, thank you. He grabs it. He just kind of starts chugging on it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a 16.
It burns going down. And you're a little tipsy. The room is you're seeing double, but other than that, you're still amazingly sitting on your bar stool. And that'll be your turn. So Marcus, why don't we have you go next?
Okay.
So similar situation. You walk into the room, at which point you see a rather large human chug down an ale of beer and kind of wobble a little bit, but catch himself. Otherwise, you see a room that there's maybe 7 or 8 people here, sort of milling about. as well as again a small bar with a elderly dwarven bar maid. I use that word loosely.
All right. I go up to the barkeep, ask about who do I talk to about getting a job request.
And she informs you of Pincus the Guildmaster, but notes that it's almost time for him to come down for his morning constitutional. So it might be worth your while just to hang out for a few minutes and introduce yourself when he comes down.
All right. I take a seat and ask for a cup of ale.
All right, and that will be 1 silver.
All right. I hand over the silver piece.
Okay. She pulls out a mug and a rag that honestly doesn't look like it's been washed in about 5 years, and coats the inside of that glass with another layer of grime and pours you an ale.
I just start drinking it.
Okay. All right. Layla, it's your turn. You see these 2 new entrants walk into the bar, one of whom has gone upstairs momentarily, come back down, and immediately gotten almost fall down drunk. The other of whom is waiting patiently at the bar.
Well, Lila will be with her childhood friend Amalis, chatting in a corner and teaching each other cartography and surveying, blah blah blah. And when she looks at them both, she smiles and says, on a medium tone, not too loud, "Oh, new recruits. That's good news. Always good news." But she will stay with Amalis for the time being.
Okay. Alex, it's your turn.
All right. It's been a while since I've been in this place. I'm going to walk into the place. I'm going to lower my hood from all the sneaking around I've had to do and skulking of the city. Once I take in the warm atmosphere, kind of remember why I came here in the first place. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to pull up my loot. I'm going to find my table. I'm going to step on it. I'm going to start playing some songs.
Just for the heck of it?
Just for the heck of it.
Are you trying to engender a particular emotion in your audience?
Probably just joyful awakeness, just to wake up in the morning. It's pretty early.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
You don't want a performance check from me.
You're a level 6 bard. If I don't want a performance check from you, why are you a level 6 bard?
22.
Ah, very good. So you see that the room is a little bit more energized after your session there, and a few folks walk by and drop a couple of gold pieces. You pull about 5 gold off just in appreciation of the music, and yeah, to that end, at least for the next 12 hours or so, everyone in the party has 4 temporary hit points. You're just so energized.
Ooh.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm just gonna play my songs until something happens.
All right. Matt, it's your turn.
Okay. Adrin's just gonna be sitting at a table, just reading his old elven book. Reading it very slowly, like as if he's studying the meaning of every word. And just glancing up, hearing the commotion around.
Okay. We've lost Dylan, but Karik, finally. It's your turn.
I imagine I would be walking in, smelling fresh of the stables. I was probably down there taking care of my horse, doing anything that needed to possibly be routine maintenance on my wagon, so forth, so forth. Just helping out the old man with odd and ends. Basically, when I walk in and I hear Bellinor playing, I would go to the barkeep there and just order me an ale and enjoy the music.
Okay. It'll be 1 silver for the L. Shortly after you receive your drink, Pincus makes his way downstairs and says, attention, attention, and specifically looks at Karik and I'm sorry, Alex, what's the name of your character?
Bellinor.
Bellinor. Looks at Karik and Bellinor, motioning you over. He confers with you two first before speaking to the larger room, and he tells you, he says, I've received a somewhat interesting letter from persons unknown, and all it says is his High Lord and Master Elric requests your attendance to a banquet and parlay in discussion of events recent. And it goes on to say that the adventure that happened, at the fishing village recently, the parties that were present there were interfering in the duties and responsibilities of one of this person's vassals, and they would like to discuss just recompense for the unlawful banditry and assassination attempt on their sworn servant.
Are they making accusations against us, or is that just something that happened?
They are specifically making accusations against the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. They are saying that the interference with the archaeological expedition by this group was unlawful interference in a justified expedition and treasure claim.
And you want us to attend this to clarify what may or may not have happened?
And if this truly is a lord or someone of that power in the realm, I think we should send representatives to defend our honor in this, what I assume to be unjust claim. But I called you over before announcing this broadly to get your opinion. And should we just ignore it? I fear the repercussions of that, or should we send some representatives?
I think it's the obvious choice is that we should. Of course, we don't want them to think that. Either way, if we choose to ignore it, then that means there could be some truth behind it. And if we choose to confront the issue, that means that we're willing to defend the decisions of the adventurers who did that, if it even happened.
Good.
I agree, Eleanor.
I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye on this. Then, gentlemen, I would like you specifically to put together an away party, Star Trek reference, and handle this. I leave it in your hands. And he hands the letter to you and walks back upstairs.
Okay, perhaps we could gather a few familiar faces and some of these new ones, kind of get them in the saddle.
Do we have any idea who was at that fishing village? I wouldn't, but
I'd know nothing about it.
all right. Well,
Okay, from that party, only two.
I guess my first choice to know who that was is Layla.
Yeah, Layla
Why
would probably
me?
point us
Because
on
you're
as
a
well.
bard. You're supposed to be talking to people, learning their stories, so you can put them in the song or dance.
Yeah, I'm more a performer than a singer, but I've heard from Amaelis about that village.
Your particular skills may come in handy, though.
I think if I remember correctly, Amaelis, Adrian, here, and two other guys were. Yeah, but I do not recall the other two.
I'd like Adrian to roll a perception check. Matt? 6. Really? Come on, man. You hear none of this.
So I say, I'm going to look around the room. I'm going to say, all right, so we're going to need to bring Adern with us to fill us on the details. And who else should we take? I'm just kind of scouring the room. And I'm like, there's a lot of good choices, but let's see who's willing to come. And
I think we should take some meat just in case this is some kind of trap. I've seen some pretty good soldier type members that have joined recently. They might be handy. And if it's nothing, then it's their first time out and they can't really screw much up.
I'd like to point out my character when the guildmaster came down, when he set attention, my character by force of habit stood at attention as he used to be a soldier.
Yeah, so we're going to invite that Marcus is a Blue Dragonborn?
Blue Dragonborn.
Yeah, so we're going to invite that dragon because he seems to be attentive. And we're going to take that vagrant alcoholic. The one that's stumbling around over there. We'll take him.
What about that Viking guy over there?
Yeah, that's him. He's the vagrant alcoholic.
Oh.
I'm a dabbler.
I wasn't
What
looking,
kind of
so I
sword?
couldn't tell who was talking, and I don't know the new voices.
All right, I'll go talk to the... I guess we'll call him a Viking to be polite. I'll go talk to him, and you go talk to the Dragonborn.
All right.
Okay, let's do this in order of initiative. So, Alex, we'll do your conversation first. Carrick will do yours second.
All right.
Hey there. What are you doing there? You look like you can't find the floor.
Talking to me?
Well, I'm looking at you.
I can see the floor. I can see how small your ass is, too. How can I help you?
Of course, everyone's looking at my ass.
No, not really. Turn around, you wee man.
So you can get a better look? No thanks. We're looking to go out to deal with some politics, and we're looking for some extra muscle, per se. And so I thought, this guy looks like he can handle himself in a fight.
He stands up, puts out his hand. Revjack.
I shake his hand, Bellinor Stream Song.
All right.
Pretty
like, well,
notorious bard.
You see, he kind of like sobers up like as fast as he can. And he kind of stands up straighter, kind of like if he was a soldier, you know. He's like, who's being charged? You?
Sort of. That guy over there. And I'm going to just point my thumb to Kark.
Hi. All right. Let's go.
And I lead him to Kark.
All right, he follows you. Kind of dragging his chain a little bit.
We
Okay.
need a balance check in 5th edition.
I'm about to take a feat that lets me handle my liquor better.
All right, Karek, you've got everyone but Lila around you. How would you like to proceed?
I can't remember the other name, the other character name that I'm supposed to be talking to.
Blarago.
Hold on. Nope, that's not him.
Viking guys is Revjack.
Yeah, sorcerer. Grylock Drakensong.
That's not him. That's not him.
That's not him? Okay, I'm sorry.
Blarago Stormhead.
I tried to leave it like up, but for some reason that didn't work.
Load up.
Okay, so I approach him anyways.
Oh, Blarago Stormhead.
Okay. So I approach Durago and I introduce myself. I'm Kark. Welcome to the Unnamed Adventures Guild.
Greetings. My name's Blarago. How do you today?
We have some politics to take care of, and we're not really sure about the situation. We're looking for extra muscle just in case, and seeing as you're new to the guild, I thought maybe you might be interested in getting your ears wet a little bit.
Sounds good to me.
I was the sergeant. I know how to command, but my weapon is yours.
So,
all right. Now just do one more thing. Hey, Adrin.
Adrin snaps the book shut and says, "Yeah."
You were at the fishing village when that weird stuff was happening?
You mean the little blue dudes and that guy throwing magic from behind the bookcase, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to need you to fill us in on the way to where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on?
Something about some lord named Elric believes that you killed a vassal in order to claim their treasures.
Yeah, we were there because a village needed help because someone attacked their their net maker. But we went in, they attacked us first. We just entered the room and they just all pounced on us.
Yeah, well, well, we have to convince the lord of that. So, we're gonna have to figure out the details.
And it would be useful if you joined us. That way, since you were there, you could give your side of the story.
Yeah, I'll come.
I mean, are you sure it would be too much? I mean, if you need a nap. So at this point, you've gathered everyone except for Lila, I think. Is that correct?
No, we talked to Layla first.
Oh, you did talk to Layla. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So the invitation is fairly specific. It tells you exactly where to go, which is odd because it's basically just a clearing in the forest, a few, hours away. But it also specifically says that the banquet will take place at 11 p.m. and not to arrive prior to that.
So we want to arrive prior to that and kind of scout out the situation.
Yeah. If you want to be a complete idiot. Tell me what happened at that place, Saturn.
We took a cart down there. Ran into some snakes. Killed some. Well, didn't really kill. Kind of lit a few on fire, and then one went up in the air and never came back down. Went to the village, investigated. The dwarf, not dwarf. He looks like a dwarf. At first glance, you think he's a dwarf. He's actually a human.
No, he was a dwarf.
Dwarves claiming to be humans, claiming to be dwarves.
No, Brandon's character is actually a human. He's just a really squat, fat human.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the village elder. My bad.
No. The cleric healed the guy, and he the wounds was not a beast that attacked him, and it was sword wounds. He was just walking through the forest and got attacked. Apparently, some extraplanar beings were going through exploring a old ruin. We went to the ruin, ran into them. They ran to attack us didn't even want to didn't want to talk or anything. The leader just started throwing magic at us, so it kind of one interesting thing is we ran into a slime that every time I cut it, it divided itself. Yeah. And I exploded 2 rats with fire at once. Those were really the high points. And got a bunch of magic items that he was collecting.
So, vassal or the enemies that would suggest that they only come out at night?
That are nocturnal creatures that are they're extraplanar beings that I don't quite remember all the details from.
Matt, roll a Arcana check.
Something higher than a 2.
Mm.
You would not believe this. It's a 2.
Mm.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Would you believe this is the same die that I rolled 4 19s in a row on?
Does anyone want to assist him on his Arcana check here?
Well, Lila got Lila got information from Amelis. Maybe she can assist.
Okay, then you have advantage. Roll again, Matt.
Okay, 15.
Good enough. So the creatures were not particularly nocturnal. They're called the Xvarts. They are extraplanar. They are essentially the offspring of a abyssal demigod. But beyond that, they're greedy, conniving, not particularly strong.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Treasure hunters. That's effectively what they are.
Not to be confused with a demigorgon.
Indeed not.
Monster jokes.
That's
Do
a
we
heavy
know-
goblin.
Do we know any nobles in the city that are called Lord Elric?
Roll a history check.
Yeah.
13.
I only got 10.
Natural 20, 25.
Wow, 25. You have never heard of a Lord Elric.
All of us.
All of you.
You know what? I had never heard of a lord named Eric.
Come on, I've been working with Thieves Guild for weeks now. I haven't heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I say we take this approach.
Is this one of those letters where you get where it says, "You owe this county so much money. Bring the money here to pay your debts"?
It's from a Nigerian prince. And if
Something-
you just give him $1,000, he'll give you $1 million.
Something like you have one magical item, come here and claim it for free.
Well, the letter itself is on fairly fine parchment, and it does in fact contain a seal with a emblem that at least looks like a noble symbol, but you've never heard of this particular lord.
You know what?
If
We
it's
can
a-
take this.
If it's a Lord of Illumina, we can take it to the
A scribe to certify it.
a scribe, because all their symbols are there. They should be able to recognize it.
You certainly have time to do that prior to needing to leave to get to the location.
Can I make a religion check on the symbol?
You can.
Religion law.
Yeah, 9. I'm not gonna know shit.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, there is no significance to this symbol as far as you can tell from your knowledge of religious history.
Do you guys know any maybe religious symbols? They're extra planar creatures after all. They might be tied to something.
Well,
Lila is a cleric of knowledge and a bard. Is that correct?
Yes, but she's not proficient in religion. She will say something like,
That's fine. I actually want her to make an Arcana check on the symbol.
okay. 18.
So, in looking at the symbol, while the symbol itself as a whole does not look like something that she remembers, there are elements of it that do in fact look extraplanar. It just a stroke of a line, an edge to a circle. It's not something that she can specifically point out, but nor is it necessarily of this world.
You know, guys, the expert on these things is my fiance Aracris, but I have a kind of a feeling that this is not from here. And here I mean not Illumina, I mean here Earwood. This might be something from our play.
So I say we stick with our original plan. We see if there is in fact a Lord Elric that might just be up and rising of some sort. But if it turns out that this Lord Elric isn't a actual lord that belongs to Illumina or any of the nearby counties or towns, I say we go there early.
This day we fight. Oh!
Today is a good day to die.
Not really. I have plans. I'm kind of happily married at this point. I don't want. If you guys want to die, you can go ahead, but I'll live another year.
That would be my poor attempt at a Worf reference.
So I'm gonna hand the letter to Karik, and I say, "You lead. We got your back."
And Karik, being the way he is, of course, he is going to take the lead because he feels an obligation to protect the new members and everybody else in the party, regardless of their capabilities to protect themselves.
Okay, so you make your way to the Hall of Records and find the scribe on duty, and he looks up from his dusty book and says, "Oh, yes. How may I help you?"
Look, darling, we have an invitation coming to us, but we want to confirm the authenticity of this letter, if you may. And she winks.
The male scribe looks back at you and kind of blinks and then says, "Well, look, may I see the paper? May I see the letter?"
Sure. She takes it from, I don't know, whoever has it, and opens it and shows what the symbol and the letter.
And the scribe pulls out a magnifying glass and touches the paper, kind of rubs it between his hands. Very interesting. And reads it and then looks at the wax and looks at the symbol and goes, "Oh." He takes his finger, licks it, touches the wax, and licks his finger again. "Oh my, very interesting." Hands it back and says, No Lord Elric in this city."
What about maybe neighboring cities or towns?
Let me see. And turns around, opens a gigantic book. Flips pay no, 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 nothing close by that I can tell. There is no Lord Elric present in the local region.
I'm gonna give him 2 gold. For
Oh
this service.
my! Well, thank you.
Oh shoot! I mean, ignore me.
What? Do you have something to say?
I'm
That's
thinking.
that was an expression out of character. Sorry.
I'm thinking if the people who were on this expedition were basically just attacked and were being summoned here, whoever sent this letter must have known that Pincus would send a group of people to, show good faith for the guild. I can only assume that we are definitely walking into an ambush, so I'm glad we've got this party together.
Yes. Well, now we need to set up an ambush of our own. But not typical one. Basically just go in there, guns blazing. But we're going to do it as early as we can. These creatures are indeed nighttime travelers. Then finding them first will be a huge step in the right direction.
So who's gonna do the Admiral Akbar? It's a trap impersonation.
It's a trap.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
I like traps.
It's a trap.
There we go.
Means you
There we
can
go.
break your way out of it.
All right. So you have an opportunity now to do any shopping real quick, any preparation. If you guys want to buy some healing potions, etc., so on and so forth, let's get that out of the way, and then head on.
Yeah, I'll show these 2 around the local market. And only the local market. We won't show them the good stuff.
Yeah, Lila,
Yeah, make
we
them
will
work
buy.
that right.
Just a healing potion.
Lala will buy one if she cannot find Aracris for a better price.
So Lila's going to buy one, and Marcus, did you say you were going to buy one?
Yes.
Do you have 50 gold?
Oh, I forgot how expensive it is. Never mind.
Well,
No,
I mean,
don't.
I am going to buy 2.
I'll give one of mine to Marcus. Or
Thank you.
Blarago.
All right, thank you.
okay. All right. So we've got a few healing potions. Anybody want to get anything else?
Revjack, do you need potion?
I don't have the money. But if you
I'll
have some
give him
oil,
one.
I'll get some oil.
I'll give him a healing potion. I always carry a few on me.
Thank you. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you will soon.
I got a pretty face when I get it smashed.
I have a wife to go back to, you know.
I know. I don't mean I like it like that.
Okay. So, are you getting wagons and horses, or heading on out, or what's the plan for getting to this location? It's about it's about 8 hours. Easy pace away.
Oh shit! So really, we can't show up there early unless we run.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can. It's only noon, so you can get there a good 3 hours early if you go at normal pace, or earlier if you push it.
Well, I know Karik, or I think Karik owns a horse and wagon, so we can use his.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we can swing by the stables, grab the horse and wagon, and roll out on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
let's
when
roll
we
out.
do that, I grab my cloak of fire and cold resistance out of the wagon and put it on, just in case.
Adrian, did you pick any of the magical items up from the adventure earlier?
Yeah, I'm wearing the ring.
You're wearing the ring. All right. So we don't have the manta ray cloak, but we do have the ring.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Am I going to be cursed again?
I shall not say. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we you take the route down to the location. The roads are fairly well patrolled this close to the city. You do have to break off into the wilderness. It does slow you down a little bit, but still the area seems to be fairly devoid of antagonists, surprisingly enough. And around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening, you reach the location specified by the map. When you reach this spot, you look out and see a large stone fortress that literally looks like it was built yesterday. It's immaculate. No weathering, no damage to it whatsoever. It's approximately 200 feet on a side. It's got large battlements. It has a drawbridge which is currently closed, and as far as you can tell, you don't see any guards on the battlements, but of course that doesn't mean that they aren't there, just that you can't see them.
I'm
So
just
I'm
gonna
gonna
say I was
suggest,
sleeping on the way there.
I'm gonna suggest that we
Hold
kind
on,
of.
sorry. What did you say, Alex?
I was sleeping on the way there, so I'm asleep right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to suggest that we just kind of hang back where we're out of sight and kind of watch and see if there's like any kind of roaming patrols or, see if we can see any kind of
Who is
timed
stealth?
patrols of any sort, or anything that we can see from cover.
I have stealth. I can sneak up there.
Because I can cast invisibility for one of us to go and check. I am stealthy, but I want to give the opportunity for others to go.
I was a scout in the army.
I have.
It might be big, but I can
it's
sneak.
My armor and my bad rolls.
Okay.
I have to ask: was I driving the car up here, or was car driving.
I
I could
mean,
drive.
I probably was just driving.
Okay. Because if I wasn't driving, I was using my spell slots and then trancing after I used them to do to make 6 healing elixirs.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's acceptable. You'll have to tell me how you did that, though, because that's fascinating. I don't know how that works.
It's a first level spell. Takes a minute to cast. And I used all my spell slots. I have 4 first level, 2 second levels, and I just tranced to get them all back. Because it was a long trip.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've never heard of that spell.
Oh, it's in Unearth Arcana starting spells.
Okay, cool. All right. It's fine by me.
Yeah, it basically creates a potion for 24 hours, and it's a potion version of Goodberry.
So it's 1 healing point?
Oh, no. It's a 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, so
it's a potion
it's a
that
full
lasts for
healing
24
point.
hours.
Okay.
And then, so.
Okay. Cool.
I just have to double check if it's a pump spell or not.
So we doing the invisibility scout?
If he wants to, yes.
I'm up for it.
All right.
Okay.
So burn your spell slot, Mr. Scout. Roll stealth with advantage.
Okay, what does the advantage give you? Like a
You
+2
roll
or
it.
something?
You roll it twice, and the highest roll is what you take.
Okay. So I got a 20 on the first one, and I got a 20 on the next one. Total.
Okay.
So 20.
20. All right. So you're able to sneak your way up, and you're looking for signs or soldiers or something manning the battlements. Is that correct?
Right. I'm also looking for anything up in the trees that might be like a kind of like a sniper or a scout. Could be a foxhole. Could be somebody with clothes on or anything that could be camouflaged, stuff like that. I guess I'm taking perception rolls.
So, man, you had something to say?
I was just going to say, I gave the 2 new guys 3 of these each. They act as a potion. You get 2d4 plus 2 healing when you take them, and they disappear, and they'll disappear after 24 hours if they're not consumed.
So 2d4 plus 3?
2d4 plus 2. You get the same potion, same healing as potions.
So you've got some more healing potions, effectively.
But you have to use those first because they'll disappear next day.
Okay, fine. He puts out his hand, shakes your hand. And he doesn't shake like your hand, he shakes like your whole arm, grabs your whole forearm. He's like, good.
But your head, I mean, he wants you to know.
Licks your cheek, see if you're salty. That's
So,
I just
so
stake him and
roll a perception check with advantage, Mr. Viking.
Okay. I got a 14 and a 7 on the second one.
Your modified perception is a 14?
Oh, well, I got a +3 perception, so.
So 16. Did you roll a 12 or did you roll a 14?
I rolled on an 11 the first time, which added 3, it comes with a 14. And then I rolled a 4 the next time, which is a 7.
Got it. Okay, with a 14, yeah, for some odd reason, and again, as a scout, as someone trained in the military, this stands out to you as odd. You see no sign, no indication
Is there any
of
noise?
any noise, any armed guards on the battlements, or even anyone moving within the keep. It is eerily quiet
No animals?
to your trained ears. No animals, nothing.
That is odd. That's like automatically something is keeping everything quiet or scared everything off. Okay.
There is something definitely weird about this keep.
You said these things come out at night only?
No one ever said that.
Okay, sorry. My bad. I'll take that back.
Merely that the banquet was at 11 p.m.
Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be. I see. And what time is it right now?
You're getting close to 9:30, 10 p.m. So it's not far off.
There should already be people milling around. Should be bustling. At least with. Okay, can I circle around to one of the other sides, maybe to the side of the east side, and see if there's anything going on?
Lionel, how long does invisibility last?
1 hour.
1 hour. Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that just to see if there's any difference on the other side.
No, and it's getting dark now, and oddly enough, there's not even any torchlight. There's like it is if the keep was abandoned. It is that eerily quiet.
Well, I'm gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna head back over to where everybody's at. Because I don't want to stay out too long before I become visible.
Okay.
I'm gonna stir into the woods a little bit more, so that way I'm not as close, so I can move a little faster.
Okay. So let's say it's by the time you get back, it's around 10:30, and at 10:30, give or take, so right around the time that you approach the group, there is some light coming from the keep. It's still pretty still, but enough that it looks like a keep at night. Still no noise, still no movement, but now there is light.
Okay.
So guys, you have about a half an hour before the festivities are supposed to begin. What next?
Yeah, so I get back over to him, relay everything to him.
Okay, when he relays everything to us, I look to see if there's like any movement outside this thing at all still or not.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, I failed that.
So again, it's bizarre how quiet it is. Even here, you're in a slightly wooded area. Even here in the wooded area, there's no birds chirping. There's no squirrels running around. It is just dead. No owls hooting. Nothing.
All right. Then I want to like maneuver around so that I'm not giving away the position of the rest of the group if something goes horribly wrong. And I'm gonna approach this castle from a different position, and I want to use my divine sense to see if I get anything from that.
Good. And what's the range on your divine sense?
If I come, well, depending upon where I'm at, it's a 60-foot range from.
So, are you trying to approach the the wall of the keep at
Right.
least as close as you can get? All right. So, roll me a stealth to see how close you can get without giving your position away.
All right. Oh shit. 17.
Okay. And so divine sense, and that detects aberrations.
It detects undead, fiends, and celestial beings. If I'm
Undead,
not mistaken.
fiends, and celestial. No, you don't detect anything.
All right, so I maneuver my way back around to the rest of the group and let them know that I'm not sensing anything of that nature from where I was at, anyways.
Maybe I should go over the wall. We're not gonna see anything out here. They got it
Let's
buttoned
wait
up.
until we're invited in.
Do you guys
right.
think we should be on time, or do you think we should make them wait on us a little bit to see?
I don't think we should make them wait.
So it's been a few minutes, and at approximately the time that you figure is 11 p.m., the drawbridge lowers.
That must be our cue.
Looks like they are expecting us to be rolling up about now.
Huh? What? What's going on?
Maybe they've been watching us the whole time.
All right, guys, try not to look threatening, but be on your guard. And Kark will lead the way up to this drawbridge.
All right, guys, let's take five or 10, just because things are about to get interesting, and we won't have a good chance for a break after this, and come back. So let's call it 10 minutes.
Okie dokie.
All right. Okay, 5:35 Eastern. I'll be back.
Anybody sticking around?
Hey, I'm back.
Yes, master, release me. I do not wish to come back.
You're cutting out pretty bad, man.
Drew a picture of him. How do you add an image? Or can you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I'm so disappointed. We've literally had no viewers join. I even posted this to the 5e group.
Oh, there's never viewers.
Well, from my
Chapo
first,
was the first viewer that. Well, Charles sometimes watches, but other than that, Chapo was the first viewer we had in a while.
okay. For my first one, I had 3 for a while, though. Charles was definitely the big one. And he was texting me the whole damn time. I finally this time had to put in the DM chat, I am not paying attention to this. Don't expect me to respond or read, because that's a bit too much when I'm trying to run this damn thing.
How about now?
Yeah, man, you're much better. All right, so we got Marcus, we got Matt, we've got Lana. God damn, I can't pronounce your name. Lionel. Got Chapo. So we're missing Gerald and Alex.
I was eating a Rice Krispie this whole time.
Nice.
I never left.
All right. We can get started. So are you walking in or are you riding your cart in?
I think we should leave the cart outside just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to suggest
we
like
would
that outside out of
turn it
view in
around
case we need
for
a
a quick getaway. Yeah.
With whom?
It'll be fine for a little while on its own.
I don't think anything's out here to disturb it, and it's just a cart. I don't have anything valuable in the cart.
On the horse.
And from the eerie silence, I don't think
Are you
anything's
trying
going
to
to
horse,
just
yeah.
force.
I mean, so if that's like the worst thing I'm out of, then I'm doing good as long as I walk away alive. And if we all die inside, it won't matter anyways.
Okay. Your cart.
If you all die inside, the horses may end up becoming your food.
So I would lead us up to the drawbridge, and when we got to it, I would kind of stop and make sure everybody's, up with each other to that point, and take a look at my comrades to make sure that they're ready.
Let's define marching order. So we've got Carrick in front.
Adrian would probably next.
Adrian.
I'll take rear.
Chapo.
Lila will be third.
Take second rear.
You'll be where, Lionel?
Third.
Third.
I guess I'll be in the middle of the group.
I got reach.
2 lines or 1 line?
You decide. There is room for 2 lines.
Yeah, it sounds like we're doing 2 lines.
Okay. So Carrick, Adrian, Layla, and Marcus.
Bellenor.
Yeah.
Bellenor, sorry. Bellenor. And then we've got Chapo and Marcus, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Layla, does your husband know you're out here with me going to a banquet?
Why you were asking such question?
So is that a yes or a no?
I have sent word through Amelis. What about that?
Nothing.
You should
Okay.
be worried about your wife. She is going to miss you.
Somebody roll a salty skill check.
Oh, I'm definitely rolling a salty skill check. I got 5.
Oh, the salt. The salt is so deep. So
I'm just trying to make a joke, and he's like, "Hope you miss your wife." What?
But you did not finish the joke, so meh.
So you walk across the bridge in this agreed upon order, and as you cross through effectively the gatehouse area, there's a gargoyle head directly center of the opening area that turns to you, looks at you, and says, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here," and then goes silent and not moving.
See, this is what we get when we try to be nice and do things the way that people want. We get big readers like this.
We should write down salty gargoyle in the vase.
Hi, let's smack his stone nuggets.
It's just a head. It's a stone head. That's all it is.
On the chin.
Smack it on the chin. Okay. Roll to attack.
No, it's fine. Just saying.
Okay. Be careful. Make sure you note out of character when you're saying stuff like that, because I will take it into account.
No, I understand.
Well,
I didn't mean to attack. I just saying he's just vocalizing.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat it? All that, please, Eric.
So he was saying that he was going to hit the gargoyle in the nuts, but then he said, "No, I'm just kidding. I was just talking out loud."
Okay. Let me see if Layla has charcoal or something like that.
So
no, I mean, it's not a language. It says it in common. It says in common, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here."
Say it's in writing or it moves and
No,
speaks?
it's vocalizes.
Okay.
And
So
once
at this
it
point,
completes speaking, it ceases all movement, like it was an illusion briefly animated to say this message and then stopped.
Can Layla use prestidigitation to take dirt from the ground or make letters from the dirt over the gargle pedestal and write salty gargle?
You can. I mean, it's literally just like a stone head. So there's not anything you could really write on, but if you wanted to put graffiti on the wall next to it, I would allow you to do that.
Okay. She will do that if no one else interjects.
No, go ahead.
Anyway, why don't we back up and then walk over the threshold again to see if he'll say it again?
Oh, I just want to see what's in the. We're in a courtyard, right?
Almost. You're still in the sort of entry gate house. You've not crossed the threshold yet, based on this conversation.
From this point, how big is that place?
How big is the courtyard?
The whole structure.
I mean, the whole structure is about 100 feet per side. It's square, 100 by 100 by 100. The entryway that you're in is 15, 20 feet long. The courtyard, as far as you can tell, is, it's not actually very large. It's only about another 20 feet. And And I'm sorry, I said wrong on the size of the structure. It's a 200 by 200. And then there's a large, right in the middle of the structure, there's a large keep that is roughly 100 foot square. So 100 by 100 by 100. And it's about 3 stories tall.
All right.
Okay.
So I am going to cautiously lead the group forward to the courtyard.
All right. Let's have someone roll survival.
Layla is proficient. Who wants to help?
Roll.
I can help, I guess. I can try. No, I got a 6.
Lila.
20 survival, 1 roll.
So you walk into the courtyard and you notice it's completely bare. There's no horse stable. There's no smell of dung. There's no carts with hay. It's just a empty courtyard. There's no smell of life in this courtyard.
Okay. It feels like undead to me. I mean, what else could not bring the beauty of nature in here?
There's one thing. It's not undead, but okay.
I always think this place looks like it was just built yesterday.
Well, even a fort that was built yesterday wouldn't be this clean.
Oh.
You think you'd see signs of workers or something, or
Kark.
even just tools laying around.
Kark said it wasn't undead, it wasn't fiend, and it wasn't celestial. That's silly Fae.
Within 60 feet from what I could tell, but that was from these outer walls. That wasn't even from the walls of this keep inside here.
Now that you mention about a spell, will Lila know about any spell that could do this? Or any magic?
Roll an Arcana check.
I'll assist on that.
What's the distance from the wall to the actual
Sorry,
structure in the middle?
Stop. Who's assisting?
Me. Where
And you have proficiency with Arcana?
I'm a sorcerer.
Again, I asked the question: is Arcana a skill you have proficiency in?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, Lionel, roll with advantage.
Okay. 11.
With advantage? Really?
Yeah. 10 and 11.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Did you use my dice?
So
Cheat
there
dice.
is a faint magical aura about this place, but you can't quite place anything beyond that. There is magic at work here, but beyond that, you're not sure of the specifics.
Belnor, do you know something that could cast such so big structure in short time? Did we last adventure spot this place?
Give it a shot. I
All right,
am
so-
proficient, and
So to the question of did you spot this place last time, that's a history roll. To the
Okay.
question of do you
12.
know magic that could do this, that's an Arcana roll. So
Okay.
12.
yeah, I rolled 11. I need to stop
Or-
rolling on my
or
mouse
Arcana.
pad.
Arcana or history?
I'm not proficient with it. Well, I'm technically proficient with history, so I guess I could roll that too.
Tell me what I mean. Just tell me what check you were rolling that you got a 12.
I was rolling Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, basically the same thing. There is an aura of magic here, but beyond that, you can't tell what.
Not anything I would have read.
Yeah. If only. Let's move on.
So
Okay.
I guess we move in toward this keep.
Okay.
Since
So
nothing's going on out here.
Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
Can we all get in kind of like a ring or a diamond formation so we can cover all sides? That way, if we need to, we can collapse in and protect each other's backs.
I think
Sounds good to me.
we were already kind of like in a 2x2 form. So I mean, getting into like a war or battle formation should be fairly easy.
It's just in case, like, let's say if they shoot a spell at one guy from one side, the
You know what?
back blast won't hit the person on the other side. It's just kind of giving us a little space to move if we need to.
Lila will take out her light crossbow and comply to that suggestion.
So on that basis, I'm reading it as Carrick and Adrian are point. Lila and Bellinor are spread out a little bit, and then Chapo and Marcus are rear, closer together.
Sounds good.
And seeing as we have passed this gargoyle with this daunting message to us, Kark will go ahead and draw out his sword, even though he was trying to save that for last resort. At this point, it seems kind of futile, so he'd rather be prepared.
If Kark draws, then I'm going to draw as well.
Everyone's getting worried that we're going to get ambushed.
Okay, so you walk forward through the courtyard. There's nothing else happens, but when you reach the keep itself, there are again 2 gargoyles, not just the heads, not full gargoyles, 2 gargoyle heads on either side of the door that look down at you and say, "Welcome to the banquet." And at that point, the door is open.
I am officially creeped out.
So is Goblin King come out?
Lila is both marveled and distraught that they have to use gargoyle heads, but she will poke here and there and move along with the party.
Now that we're like right here at this keep, I'm going to use my divine sense again to see if I sense any of them things present.
So, did you double check? Is it exactly what you said previously?
Yes, I was looking at it. I went ahead and looked at it while I was going over it. And I get 1 a day plus my charisma modifier, so this will leave me 1 more check.
Okay.
If necessary.
So again, you did not detect any creatures of those types within range.
So far, still nothing undead or anything. So, I mean, maybe whatever this is pure magic. We'll see as we get in here, I guess.
Are you walking through the entrance?
Yeah, I would begin to move slowly inside.
Okay. So as you walk inside, You see in front of you a grand hallway, 100 feet by 100 feet. There are two long wooden tables, ornately laid, large chandelier, bright light, no difficulty seen, no shadows. On the tables is laid out a sumptuous feast. You haven't seen food this good in your lifetime.
Mhm.
Turkey and roast boar and roast pheasant and desserts that you've only heard about, read about in books, puddings and cakes and pies, and it is a marvel to behold. Literally, the
Don't
meal
drink so much.
itself was probably worth 1,000 gold. Like, literally, that is how much food and ale and wine and you name it is laid out in front of you. At the far end of the hallway, there is a stone throne, for lack of a better word, and upon it sits a man dressed in luxurious robes with a crown upon his head. And on either side of him are servants, or what appear to be servants. And in the corner of the room, of both corners of the room near where he's sitting, are two guardsmen dressed in a finery, and standing in front of him. And I'm sorry, I've got to double check my map here. Yeah, standing in front of him are two guardsmen, both carrying large, heavy, weapons, and in front of them are two servants. As you enter, the man on the throne looks up and says, "Our guests have arrived. Please enter." As you step forward, the doors behind you swing shut. And
Was anyone
you now find yourselves trapped in the hall. What would you like to do at this point?
Well, Rev Jack and Blurago, welcome to the Unnamed Adventures Guild.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah. Prepare to die your first death.
that's
And it
you?
may not be your last.
Okay.
So
I am a soldier. I'm prepared to die.
I'm assuming you're not Lord Elric.
So intelligent. You amuse me. No, I am not Lord Elric. He, unfortunately, is not available to be here tonight, as he is looking for additional, allies in our mission. He's heard of pirates that want your head, so I hear.
It's
And
not the
one
first
who
time.
sullies with the undead and has gone to find them to request their aid. But in his absence, he has given me permission to parley with you over an unfortunate incident. Our small friend here, and at that point he points to a little blue creature that you hadn't seen before, who's in a cage off to the side. has failed our master in his demands. From what I hear, he had laid claim to a temple, was excavating it for our purposes, and you or some of your ilk disturbed him, routed his compatriots, and forced him to flee the site. This will not do. My master is here for one reason, and one reason alone. He has traveled the plains. He has seen what's happened on world after world after world, where the so-called civilized races displaced the natural order of things. The monsters and the beasts removed in order to make things safe for commoners, safe for fishermen. Who cares about fishermen and commoners? No, only the strong should survive. And my master has decided that this world is next. He will show you what it means to be alive, to fight for your very existence, because only then can you prove your worth. He has decided this world must be subjugated under his heel, and I am here as his messenger. I'll give you a chance. You have an option. You can return that which was stolen from his vassal, or that of equal worth, or your corpses can serve him after death. The time to decide is now.
We have here with us someone who was present during the time that this incident supposedly occurred, and he is going to tell you exactly what happened.
At this, the gentleman on the dais steeples his fingers. Oh yes, do tell.
We were only set there to keep the peace, and they outright attacked us and left that stuff when fled and not stayed to explain why they were there or why they attacked.
Oh, they came out to you and attacked you.
Yeah.
In an open field? In a village? Where did they attack you?
In a temple where we just showed up and they jumped us. We were trying to talk with them. They just came at us with blades. We had to defend ourselves. We were trying to find out why they're there, what their purpose was, but they just went on the attack. Didn't bother to explain things.
So when you approached upon their territory, did you drop your weapons when they approached you threateningly?
Why would we yield to them?
So you approached their
It's
farm
the civilized way to use your words first.
Ah, see, you bring up civilized.
Yeah.
My master cares not for civilization. My master cares for strength. And as far as he is concerned, once he lays claim to something,
then if you determine strength, then we had more strength over them, so wouldn't that make us in the right, since we were stronger?
Ah, Fair point. Fair point. But you were stronger than him. You're not stronger than me. And he works for me.
Yes, but were you there?
No, but he was there under my orders. Yes, Linnell, of course.
She says something in the lines of, what gives your master authority to say that civilization is not right, and at the same time claim that only the strongest and the fittest must survive? Civilization is a way to survive as well. And if I hear correctly, your minion was bothering people as well. They call it under sense.
That's a fair point. And I do have an answer to that. At which point he casts Fireball at the entire group.
Oh, yay, deck saves.
I'm going.
Glad I grabbed
How
my
far away is
cloak.
Index.
How far away is this wannabe lord from me?
Hold on a second. I need to look something up. I'll let you know in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Ooh, nice roll.
I forgot to put a spell save for. What would that be?
Yeah, we gotta make tech saves. I just, well, maybe.
Yeah, so he's, let me see here. What does this say? He is 50 feet away from you.
All right. I'm going to use my counter spell.
Excellent. So you would need to do a check to see if you know what he's casting.
I don't need to make the check. As long as
Okay.
this spell is a level 3 spell or lower, I can use counter spell and negate it entirely.
Perfect.
And if it's higher level, he needs to make a check, but only with the different the adding the difference of levels.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Oh, shoot, I've got one of these.
Yeah, I knew this whole thing was a farce to begin with. Time for you and your kin to die.
Monologuing.
Okay, so roll for initiative.
Yay! Oh, would you like to save a new one? Okay.
I rolled the same thing anyways.
I gotta
19.
roll about 1,000 initiatives here, so give me a
19.
guys. Just post it in chat because, like I said, it's going to take me a minute to roll everyone.
I rolled a 6 if somebody could post that for me.
Yeah. What's your initiative? Or what's your dexterity card? Gerald? What's your dexterity?
I forgot.
It's 11.
Okay. What is the dexterity of Rev Jack? Chapo?
Sorry, I had my mic off.
I don't
I'm
think
here
it.
talking.
I don't think it matters. The dexterity is only for if there's a tie.
But
There is a tie.
Lilac roll 19 as well.
Oh,
Oh, I rolled a 15. I mean, I have a 15 dex, but I rolled a 17.
Huh?
I guess I got 19.
All right, just give me a second here.
Yeah, so
We've got
Layla goes
All right.
first.
Okay.
so Layla's got 19. Just 1 minute. 19. Karik's got 6. And I'm sorry, Karik, what did you say was your, 611. Okay, got it. Chapo's got 19. We'll just do that in order. You've got 10. Marcus has got 18. And the middleborn has got 7.
My rolls have been amazing.
Okay, cool. So, yes, Lila goes first.
She would like to.
Rage.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I was about to say that. No, not yet. She would like to run perpendicularly to the line made by the group and the man who was speaking. And she will use I'm guessing she will cast invisibility on herself.
Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. So Chapo, you're next.
All right, so I'll probably, let's see. I guess I'd pick out the first guy that has a ranged weapon that I was close enough to, and throw a hand axe at him.
What's the range on the hand axe?
It says 20/60, so I guess 60 would be the.
So 20/60. So you can hit not one of the ranged persons, but one of the closer guards up front.
Mm-hmm. How close is he?
He's at 55 feet, so that would mean, you can hit him with a normal roll.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. You can hit him with disadvantage unless you want to move closer, and you do have movement.
Closer?
So
actually, I have a question. Okay, so is there a table between us and them?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so can I instead run up to the table? I can reach it and flip it, so it gives us like a barrier or like a wall, kind of sort of. We can fight from behind.
For anyone else, I would say no, but don't you have like 20 strength?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, roll with disadvantage a strength check.
I rolled a 10 altogether.
No, you were unable. These are very big tables. These are banquet hall. Watch the Harry Potter movies. 20 people per side tables. You were not able to flip it.
So I run up,
and that was your action. I'm afraid.
He can move.
Yeah, well, he had to move in order to do that.
Okay.
And so he maybe has. I'm sorry. Let me look. You got like 5 feet of movement left.
Can I crouch down?
Sure. I'll give you. I'll give you half cover for crouching down under the table.
Works for me. Thanks.
Yep. So see here. Marcus, you're next.
All right, what's my distance from me to the? Distance from me to the guy. Okay.
From which guy? From the the head guy?
Yes.
The head guy is 70 feet. The closest guy is 50 feet.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a firebolt at the head guy.
At the head guy. All right. Yeah, roll your attack roll.
All right. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit. How much damage?
10 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
I maxed on that roll. Yay.
All right, let me double check. Let me make sure he doesn't have anything he can do with his reaction. No. Oh, well, let me look one thing up. I don't think he can, but let me look one thing up. No, that's not a reaction. Okay, you're good. Cool. Very good. So it's, I think the conjurer. Yeah, it's the conjurer's turn now. He's going to cast Conjure Elemental on the the stone floor right in front of our paladin here, and he's going to call forth an earth elemental right in front of the paladin. And I don't know. So I'll have to roll initiative for the earth elemental. I wouldn't say he would go immediately. So give me 1 sec. All right. So the earth elemental now has a turn as well, but it is not. He's not going to go right away. For a bonus action, the leader here is going to Misty Step behind the stone chair he's on. So he now is in 3/4 cover.
Sure.
Summoning sickness. Yeah, pretty much. Just write his. Let me just write his thing down. All right. So now it's Matt's turn.
Okay, I am going to go into a Blade Song. Which makes it a lot harder for them to hit me. Move 40 feet because I get an extra 10 feet of movement. But I'm still...
Where you going?
I'm moving to the closest guy.
Well, so there's an earth elemental right in front of you.
I'm gonna take a disengage.
What does your blade song require? A bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay. So you're taking a disengage, and you're moving to the closest guy within 40 feet. That's not the earth elemental.
Yeah.
All right. Done.
That's it. That's my move, bonus, and main action.
All right. So let's see here. Oh, actually. Okay. Missed a couple turns here. Okay, so the earth elemental is going to go now. He's going to swing at our paladin. So let's see here.
My armor class is 20.
All right. Oops. Why aren't you? One hit, one miss. So he's going to do 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's his turn. And And then we've got a couple of the guards are now going to engage. So one of them is going to run up next to our blade singer here. And give me 2 seconds to double check his capabilities. Nope. All right. He's going to reckless attack. So miss. So he did not hit you. The other guard, yeah, he's gonna do the same. Missed. So good job. Okay, so 7.6. Okay. One of the servants is going to drop his tray and cast Sanctuary on no, he's going to cast Bless on the other servant and the 2 guards. So that's his turn. And now it is Bellinor's turn.
Yes. All right. So no one's hit this elemental yet?
No, that is correct.
Well, the way I'm rolling, I'm not going to want this.
No, they are 10 feet from each other. One's on each side of you.
The conjurer and the servants are not around that throne chair, right?
The conjurer he's behind it. The servants are not.
Okay. How far away from it are they?
15, 20 feet.
All right. I'm going to cast silence on the any creature within 10 feet, within 20-foot radius of that throne, that stone chair, is entirely immune to thunder damage and are deafened. Casting spells that includes a verbal component is impossible.
Wow. That actually worked. You got all 3 of the main spellcasters here. What's the save?
There's no save. As long as they're in the area, they can't cast spells in it.
Ah. You did it. Well, you got them.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Karik. And I'm going to say to him, this is your moment, Karik. The hero you always wanted to be. Doing good. And I'm going to move, I'm going to say about 30 to the door.
Which one of these is you? That one is you. Okay, got it.
And Actually, I'm not going to move there. That's a terrible idea. I'm just going to move 10 feet to my right.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. Damn good turn. Wow, I'm impressed. And for how long does silence last?
Silence lasts up to 10 minutes and is a concentration.
All right, let me mark the area that's affected here so I can keep track. All right, got it. Well, yeah. Let's say that because that's what gives you the ability to get all of them. Okay, so now one of the guardsmen in the rear is going to go. They are going to. And is this a concentration, by the way? Silence?
Yeah, it's a concentration.
Okay. Just see if this person would have any idea. Nope. Okay. So one of the guardsmen in the back is going to pull out a bow and going to attack our blade singer. So, 21 to hit. Blade singer?
Reaction. Until the start of my next turn, it's a 26 to hit.
All right. Okay. So now it's the next one of those characters' turns. Let me see how far they can get. They're going to run towards the group. They're not going to get far enough to get within melee. They're not able to. And then they will do the same thing. Bow attack. Let me see here. Who was that? That was... Nope, that's not that. That's not that. Yeah, I think that was Chapo that I aimed at.
I'm behind the table, yeah.
You're behind the table.
Yeah, you said I was half cover.
Yep. So can someone remind me how much AC does half cover grant?
Half cover is 2, 3/4 is 5.
Okay. So add 2 to your AC. Doing
20.
that, does a 20 hit you?
I have a 20.
You have a 20, so a 20 hits you. So let's see. What do they do damage? Uh, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is now Karik's turn.
Slay them all, Karik.
Okay, so this earth elemental pops up in front of me, and I've never seen one of these before, so I have this amused look on my face, and he kind of sucker punches me, and it kind of turns into a look of shock. And so my natural reaction would be to attack back, and I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
And I'm going to expend a spell slot and use a divine smite with that.
Good deal.
Oh, Jesus.
going to take me a minute to add this all up.
Me and paladins get along so well.
I will not be surprised if he cuts this elemental straight in half.
Oh, you'll be damn
Do it.
surprised. As will I.
Kill
That was
you.
hell. There's no way you can do that much damage.
That's an even 40 points of damage.
All right, so I need to know which of that was from your weapon and which of that was from your smite.
All right. 14 and 3 would be 17 of that was from my weapon.
Okay, and then the amount from your smite
Would be the remaining 23.
23. All right, so he only takes half damage from your weapon, but he takes full damage from your smite. So that's let me do some math here. Call that 8, 31. Okay. Let me grab a calculator because I don't feel like doing real math.
You still have your extra attack, Kark. Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah. So he, you pull back. Your smite clangs against the side, and a little sheet of, tiny, a little sliver of rock chips off. And that's it.
So I smack him again.
All right. Again, I need to know how much of that's from. Well, your weapon's not a magic weapon, is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So
I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, you missed, and I do not freaking do fumble rules. Lucky you. I hate them.
I'm
you
getting
go from
fumbled
a 20 to a
soon.
1?
What? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Alex?
I'm gonna get fumbled soon. It's gonna happen.
It is, and I'm going to make you do it. No, I won't. Okay, good job. So that's the end of the round. We're back at the top. That means Layla.
Okay. From all that struggle, would she know the general area the silence spell is covering?
Roll an Arcana check.
Uh, 8.
Damn. No, you wouldn't.
Okay, so she will move that action towards the main foe.
Okay, that's 30. Is that 30 feet?
30 and 30, 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, hold on.
Unless she can reach him in 30 feet.
No, 60. But now you are in the silence.
That's okay, no problem. I don't. She does not want to be immediately at his range.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
She does not have how to use inspiration from that point, so that's her turn.
Okay. So Revajak Raspari your turn.
There's a meaning behind the 3 R's. Let's see.
Piss the DM off. That's the meaning.
Oh no, it goes to more to his picture on there. Let's see. So how close is the closest? I know that someone ran up close to me, right? There's a guy that's closer to me now.
Yeah, he's 10, 15 feet away.
All right. So, can I? That would take an action for me to drop the hand axe and pull out my meteor ball, wouldn't it?
No. You get
No?
one free action per turn that is switch a weapon, basically.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop my hand axe, unfurl my chain, and then so my reach would give me a reach of 10 with the meteor ball.
Yeah, so you'd need to move 5 feet to get.
Okay. So basically, get on the other side of the table.
Yeah, basically. And
Can
now
I hop
you are
the
not
table?
covered. You're not in cover from this foe at the very least.
That's fine. I'm gonna hop the. Would it take me? Would it be easier for me to just hop the table or move around it?
You've got enough movement to move around it, and that way I don't need to make you do a check.
Okay, so let's see. I want to move to where. Is there a way possible for me to get into a flank position?
We're not doing flanking. Which
Okay,
I
so-
don't completely
alright.
agree with, but we're not doing it. So
All right, so I just want to move around so that way I'm within 10 feet and I want to tag him.
yep.
All right. So I rolled a 15.
It should hit. Let me double check. Oh no! It's not. It's this one. Yes, it hits.
Okay. It does 17 points of damage.
Ooh, they felt that. Yep. So your meteor ball swings around, catches them upside the head, boom, and rings their bell. They're not down yet, but you can see they're kind of holding the side of their head and
Okay.
blinking. Oddly enough, oh no, I'm sorry. This wouldn't be the case anymore because they're out of range with the silence. I was going to say, oddly enough, you heard none of it, but that's not true.
I felt it with my chain. Let's see. How far am I from the actual throne there?
From the throne, you're like 50 feet.
Still? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
you are only about 15, 20 feet from the earth elemental, though. It's not far.
so I can actually move towards it.
You could. But
Actually, I think I'm good where I'm at.
That would require a check. I'm sorry, what?
I think I'll just kind of keep moving in a way where I can get closer towards the main bad guy, but keep that guy within range of my weapon. That's possible.
Okay, give me a minute to
If
figure out.
it's not, then I'll just stay where I'm at.
Yeah, so give me a minute to figure out what that is.
Okay.
15, so we do 10. Okay, got it.
Okay, then I'm good.
All right. Okay. Blurgo.
All right. I'm gonna go up to the and I'm going to breathe lightning at it. So that'll be a dex save. That's DC.
Did not make it. So what's the damage?
11 points of lightning damage.
Sorry, what?
Points of lightning damage.
Say it one more time. All I hear is points of lightning damage.
Write it down in the chat.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, the lightning skitters over the surface of the elemental's form, but somehow some of it centers right on its head and explodes almost in its mouth, and it turns its head at you. It felt that. It knows you're there.
Go then. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So it's, I'm just looking here. All right, it's this guy's turn next. So one of the guards is going to attack our blade singer with advantage. Just see what he does. All right. And does not hit. Next is the other guard. He is doing the same thing. Does not hit. My God, these guys are rolling terrible. Now it's the Earth Elemental's turn. He looks towards the two assholes that have attacked it this round, and decides to focus his attention back on the paladin. And rolls a 17 to hit.
He missed.
And rolls a 20 to hit.
He just did hit.
All right. He does. Whoa. Is that right? Yep. He does 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
What the?
I'm sorry, how much damage?
18.
All right.
He does not get access to the chat.
Hmm?
He does not get access to the chat.
Gotcha. Okay. So now it's our silenced conjurer's turn. Let's see here. So he's going to move out of the radius of the silence. Essentially, he's just running to the wall, towards the wall. And no, that's concentration. No, I don't want to do that. And we'll do that. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just look up one of the spells. Okay, he's going to cast magic missile at the Blade Singer at level 2. So you take 12 points of magic damage.
Uses his reaction to block it
Oh,
with
he used shield? Okay, good.
No,
Yep.
I still have shield. It lasts until I start my turn.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. He didn't see it because he was behind the... So there you go. Yeah, you. Let me just note that he's cast a second. Yep. So that's his turn. And I think it's your turn now, Mr. Bladesinger.
Yeah. There's 2 guards standing on each side of me, right?
That's right. And one servant standing in front of you.
Okay. With that servant in front of me makes both 2 of them 5 feet of that servant, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Green Flame Blade on the servant in front of me and bounce the flame to the guy that took the meteor ball to the head.
That's not the guy that's close to you.
Oh. But there is 2 enemies that are 5 each, 5 feet of
Yes,
each other.
that's correct. There is. It's just
Well,
not.
as long as there's that, I'm going to do that.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I rolled a critical hit.
Ooh.
So that means the guy that I'm hitting takes 2d6, 2d8 slashing damage and 2d8 fire damage, and then the other guy takes 2d8 plus 4 fire damage.
All right. Give me some numbers.
9 plus 7, so 16 slashing. And on top of that, 9 fire.
So he dies screaming in agony.
And 9 points of fire bounce off to an enemy within 5 feet of that guy.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so you singe one of the guards, but he doesn't look particularly perturbed by it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So did that. They already did their turn. They already did their turn. Okay, he's dead, but he's not. Okay, so we'll do that one. Shoot. All right. Give me a second. Is he? Yep, he is. So one of the servants is going to move towards the leader, and they're going to cast a spell on them. Okay, so they cast their spell, and then that's it. That's all they can do on their turn.
Are they still within the silence bubble?
No.
Okay.
So that's that guy's turn. That's that guy's turn. Bellinor versus. Yep, it's Bellinor's turn.
All right. Has Karek used his bardic inspiration yet?
Not as far as I know.
No, I should have thought of that when I rolled that one.
Yeah, I'm going to run behind him. I'm going to cast Healing Word. Or not Healing Word, Cure Wounds. As a level 1 spell. And I only heal 5 hit points. Because all my dice hate me.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, and then I'll move back.
To where you were?
Yeah.
All right. So that means it's these guys' turn. Wait, why does his... That ain't right. All right. Let's see. Can this guy move? Yep. All right. So one of the guards that was standing in the back of the room is going to move in front of Audrin and going to attack them with his short sword, with her short sword. And they get to attack twice. First one misses. Second one was 24 to hit.
I would like to use my cutting words.
Okay.
As he's running up, and after a second strike, I say, "Hey, you! Your mom looks like a giant hippo." Of course, I would only roll 1, though.
So a 23 to hit, Audrin?
I'm using my reaction to cast shield again.
I'm going to eat up all those shields, buddy.
I need new dice.
All right. The other scout is going to run towards Karik, but you've got 10 foot of reach. Chapo, do you get a reaction when he moves out of that? Is that right?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he does. If they
All right,
enter
go.
his range and then they leave it, then he gets an attack.
All right, go for it. You get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I rolled a 18
That hits.
altogether. Okay. And it does 18 points of damage.
And this particular soldier starts running towards Adrian, and you drop him dead. You smash in the side of his skull.
I kind of figured I'd help them along. Okay.
All right. Let's see here. All right. It is your turn. Bellinor, you already went. Is that right?
All right. I'm going to attack this elemental again.
All right.
With the bardic inspiration, of course. So does 13 hit?
No.
Okay, then my second attack, 19.
Yes.
And I will expend a second first level spell slot for Divine Smite, and I'll. So that's 5 points of damage from the weapon itself.
Okay.
And 10 points of radiant damage.
Excellent. Yeah, you're able to shave off a good chunk of his left breast. He feels that. All right, top of the round, Layla.
How far is the? Sorry, I didn't understand really well. The main bad guy move away from the throne and use a spell, and then how many went to go to him?
So he's roughly 15 feet away from you, and only one of them went within 10 feet of him.
Is he against the wall?
He is against the north wall, yes.
Sure. Let me double check something. No, does not. Does it ruins my plans?
Excellent.
Okay, so she will engage. Wait, will you allow for the previous round to put back the light crossbow and take out the swords in this one as a free action each?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so she will double short sword towards the evil big man guy, big mind guy.
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
$23.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that makes it. Yeah, that definitely makes it. Okay, roll your attacks.
Do I get advantage because she starts invisible?
Yes, you do. That is correct.
18.
Yep.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
And she's going to make a slashing flourish, spending one burning inspiration to deal extra damage to the target and any other creature that is 5 feet away.
Sure.
So that's 1d6 for both of them. 4 points of damage. And the second attack again. 12.
That doesn't hit.
Okay.
So they have to do a con save for their concentration on the elemental. All right, let's see. They made it. Okay. So you were able to hit the main bad and one of the servants. The servant looks particularly hurt at this point. But that's it.
How much movement do I have left?
I didn't. Hold on. Let me see here. Went from there to there. Half your movement left.
She has whenever she uses an attack, she has 10 feet more of movement.
Okay, then you have 25 feet of movement.
She will move back even if she provokes an attack on opportunity if the mages have a spell casting or a warcaster or a weapon.
Okay, so you're gonna move back to where you were.
Towards the silence range, yes.
Okay.
If she can crouch using the throne as cover, she will do so.
Can she? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. You don't have cover from the main bad because he's parallel to you, but from everyone else you do. And then there's 2 attacks of opportunity on you for this movement. So give me a second. Figure out the math. All right, that one ain't gonna do. That don't hit. Let me see if the other one does. Ooh, that one does. 20 to hit. Final. No.
Sorry, I was away.
20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let me see how much damage. 3 piercing.
Okay.
All right. That's your turn. Revjek.
All right. Who's the closest format? Or do I need to move?
No, you're not in melee range of anyone. Straight ahead of you is the servant that just got hit by the flourishing, slashing attack of your bard. And to the right of you, on the other side of a table, is an earth elemental.
Okay. Can I reach the boss guy from where I'm at? Or is he still too far off?
Probably. You've got 30 feet of movement.
I do.
Literally, you're 5 feet away from getting into range.
Oh, man.
You can get into range of that servant that's standing in front of the boss guy.
Okay. I'll do that. That works for me.
All right. Okay.
So I'll roll the attack. Rolled a 14.
Yep. Damage.
Yeah, I do a 17 of damage.
And you caved in his head as well. So you've taken out both of the servants by caving their heads in. Good job.
You're welcome. Thank you. I feel proud.
All right. So it is Blurgo's turn. Blurago's turn.
Yeah. Is the guy who cast the elemental still alive?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna fire magic missile at him.
Okay.
That's 11 points of damage.
Okay. And he will have to roll a save to make sure that he can actually keep that elemental going. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, yeah, he makes it. But he's hurting. He's been whittled down quite a bit. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's all.
All right. So these let's see, that guy's dead, so their bless is gone. Just remove that. So the two guards standing next to our Blade Song friend are going to attack again with advantage. Ooh, finally, one of them hit. Just make sure. Okay. 21 to hit.
Shield's still in effect. You have to hit a 26.
All right. And nope. None of the above. And by the way, you do have advantage to hit these guys.
Yeah, I used the spell, so.
Okay. All right. So their turn's gone. Now it's the Earth Elemental's turn. Pretty simple guy. I think he's just going to keep hitting on the Paladin standing in front of him. Because why not? Just double check his attack. Yep.
Armor class of 20.
Definitely hit. Got a crit, in fact, on one of the two hits. So let me see what the damage there is for D8 plus that. You lucked out. Lots of low rolls. 14 bludgeoning.
All right.
All right. I think it's now Adrin's turn.
So. How many enemies do I have around? And is it possible with the green flame blade?
You have three. One in front, one on the left, one on the right.
Okay. Oh, I'm on the left or right. Which one's more hurt?
Sorry, for some reason it's not tracking the damage you did. What was the... Do you recall what damage you did last round? Because, oh, wait a minute. That guy's dead. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. You killed the guy in front of you last round, didn't you?
Okay. So, yeah, can't...
So one on the left, one on the right. You did like...
I did 9 damage to
9
that guy.
damage. Okay, so, yep, got it. Why didn't it store that? Okay, so the one on the left was the one you hit. But it was just a tickle.
Okay. I'm going to use... They have to make a DC 15 dexterity.
Both of them?
Yes. I flip my sword around so the gem's up, focus, and 2 long swords of force appear and swing around in the circle. That'll make a dexterity check.
All right. Okay.
If they fail, they take 7. If they pass, they take nothing.
Okay, what was the DC again?
15.
One failed, one passed, so it's 7.
7 of points of force.
Okay, we'll say it was to the one that you've already hit. So he just keeps getting hit. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right. And are both of those? Yep, both of those are dead too. That would make Bellinor your turn.
All right. It's pretty obvious that Karik is not looking too great from where I'm standing.
Okay.
So I'm going to run over to him. I'm going to cast the level 3 Cure Wounds.
Okay.
12, 15, 19 hit points. And I'm going to stand beside him and pull out my shield.
Okay. All right. Carrick, did you get that? Gerald?
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting I'm muted. Yeah, I got that 19 hit points.
Okay. And it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to do what I've been doing and try and finish off this elemental. And I'm guessing a 9 probably is not very good. But a 25 will hit. And I'm going to expend a spell slot for Divine Smite. The weapon damage itself is 11.
Okay.
And 7 points of radiant damage.
Got it. This elemental is starting to look a little bit hurt, but still standing. Okay. Let me just. All right, give me 1 sec. I want to see thing. Okay. All right. So with that, it is Layla's turn again. Lionel. It's your turn.
Can you make a short review of what had happened, at least for my character?
Yeah, nothing. A few folks got hit. A few folks took a little bit of damage. That's about it.
Okay. Where is the guy, the big bad guy, and the?
He's 25 feet directly to your left.
Left. Is inside? Is the silence still active?
Who cast that again?
Belenor.
Bellinor. He hasn't taken any damage, and it's been what, 4 rounds? So, yeah, 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, it's probably got another 30 seconds left.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Oh well, then it's good. It's got way more than 30 seconds. It's got another 9.5 minutes left.
Will she now know the general area, and if
yes,
the mage is inside?
Yeah. She is inside.
No, Layla, the bad guy.
The bad guy?
Yes.
is not inside the silence. No.
Shoot. Okay. So she wants to move around if she can, so she can push back with an attack. Push back the evil guy inside the
Into the silence.
Yes.
What's your movement?
If I can attack this round, it will be 40.
Yeah, but before you attack, it's 30.
30. Yes.
Yeah, you cannot move into a position that would allow you to do that.
Is someone else at its side?
No.
Where is the other one who cast the sanctuary on the guy?
Dead.
Okay, so this round she will move as close to the position I'd said,
Mm-hmm.
and engage the guy.
Okay.
And attack with the swords.
Okay.
That will be first round 16.
Hits.
5 points of damage and another inspiration to make is the golem still alive?
No.
It
just went down. He just lost concentration.
Okay. Made a defensive flourish. Get extra damage, sorry. And the same amount of defense.
Okay, how much?
6. So her AC is 70 plus 6, 23.
Okay.
And the next attack 16. Okay, so the first one give 11 points of damage and the second one 8.
You have incapacitated the big bad.
Is death?
Dead.
Or unconscious? She will not have attack to kill unless you say that it's too late to say it.
No, it's unconscious.
Okay.
Yep. So good job. Big bad's down. You've got 2 guards left. Quite frankly, and seeing the entire room cleared, they drop their weapons and surrender.
I'll go tie him up. Put him on their knees. Or tie him back to back.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell them to remove their armor.
And weapons and pouches and stuff.
Yep, they drop. They do whatever you say.
So these are all clearly mortal beings.
Yep.
I go over to the big bad and see if he has a spell book on him or any magical components.
Yeah.
He has a spell book and a wand, a magical focus.
Okay. I take those away just in case he comes conscious. He doesn't have access to them.
And the pouch, it has pouch component or something as well.
I mean, he doesn't have a component pouch. He uses a wand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his focus.
Does he have special clothes, a robe, or maybe boots, belt? An amulet.
No, he's just wearing robes. He's got a mundane dagger. Nothing special beyond his spell book. So are you guys looting the bodies and searching the area, etc.?
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the guy to see what he has on him, if he has any letters on him.
All right.
Or anything like that.
So first things first, you do find in a not hidden but discreet compartment underneath the throne itself, a pretty decent stash of items. So let me just go ahead and post this. Give me just a minute to make a few minor adjustments.
I'm just going to use a healing word on Ravjack.
Word. Appreciate it.
It heals you for 8 points.
I am topped off. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Good work out there.
You didn't really need to do that. He had a potion that was going to disappear tomorrow.
Yeah. Lila will be sure that the door can be opened.
All right. So you find this.
Wow.
Ooh.
Is this room that we were fighting in, is this the entire keep for the most part?
So you do notice behind the seat of power that there are some a very small alcove with some stairs going up.
All right. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay.
I'll be your 6. So.
I rolled a
I'm also gonna
9
follow.
on Arcana to identify the potions.
A 9.
Oh wait, Lila has identify, and she has a hem, so she can ritual cast that.
Okay, so you guys ritual cast that. I'll tell you what they are in a few minutes.
And the backup dust as well.
Yeah, gotcha. Give me a minute. So the folks going up. So you walk up the stairs and you come to a level, and it's an identical room, literally a clone. There is a throne, banquet hall, banquet tables. Same food is set out, and everything. It's 100% identical. There's another set of stairs going up. You go up to the 3rd floor. It is the same thing. An identical food, banquet table, everything.
Feeling a
Is there
deja
another
vu?
set of stairs that goes up, or is it?
It's 3 stories tall. All 3 stories are identical clones, completely furnished, food, everything, 100% identical.
Ooh, to where we found the stuff in the bottom floors, I'll check the same spot on the next floors.
Okay, is there an exit on the 2nd and 3rd story? Like, like the first level's got an exit to the outside.
No, fair question. No. The only entrance and exit is the little staircase going up.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm writing into the chat what the things are.
Okay. It doesn't appear that there's anything else. Do we find that little treasure compartment in on the other floors?
You do
Yeah,
not.
like
In
to check
those cases, they are empty.
Okay.
So the
Is there-
only other thing you find is a letter on the body of one of the servants that says, once this problem has been dealt with, meet me back at our home base.
It doesn't say where that is.
Nope. The
All right,
cloak
well-
and boots and etc. are just really nice. There's nothing else special about them.
All right. Well, I vote we take.
How is Luke divided?
Yeah. I'm going to take the letter.
Okay. And in addition to these items, you find 2 hide armors, 2 leather armors, and some fairly basic, like a couple short swords and hand crossbows, and nothing too spectacular.
Is there a longbow in there I can grab?
Let me see here. No, you do find 2 great axes though.
Oh, do you guys mind if I have one of them?
Go ahead.
Cool. Thank you.
So that guy that she knocked unconscious, he's still unconscious and alive.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my rapier and slit his throat.
Nice. Is anybody going to attempt to stop him?
Of course,
he going?
Lila will want for the guy to give answers about his master and stuff. She will say, "Wait, what are you doing? We need information. We cannot
He's
go."
not going to tell you anything.
Are you sure?
Every day he
we
wakes
can-
up, he's able to summon an elemental and shoot a fireball.
Without his components and magical focus?
So, roll a persuasion check against. Let's call it a wisdom check. So, Alex, you roll wisdom.
We should take these guys as prisoners.
Linnell, you roll persuasion.
I can try to. I can try
21.
to intimidate the guy.
Yeah, I only got 19.
Wow. So
Well, on a raw wisdom, there's not much I can do.
no, I understand, but that was the best I could give you. So Alex, I mean, Lionel's argument seems fairly convincing.
Fine, but if he blows up somebody and starts crushing people with elementals because we didn't count for something, that's on you.
I have his spellbook and wand. If he wasn't a wizard, then yeah, that's something. But each day he has to study his spellbook to know spells. The only thing he has is cantrips.
Yeah, but you don't need to wake up to you don't need to rememorize you knew the day before. You only need to memorize new ones.
Look, with the spellbook, we can get a better idea of what the guy can do. And
think
we
he's
have
gonna
wizards
wanna-
that can give fair warning and protections for this guy not to.
Illumina has a cell that negates magic.
Yeah.
He's not
And
going
he
to tell
has
you
lots
anything, but whatever.
I mean, I could try to scare some information out of him. I mean,
I have an intimidation too. If you guys want to try it, I can aid you.
I
Besides,
imagine. Go ahead.
if we bind his hands, that almost all spells are somatic. He can't. If he can't move his hands, he can't cast barely any spells.
focus.
Yeah.
I was thinking about magical means if he tries to resist the interrogation, but we need. I mean, it's real. We need information because if what he claimed at the beginning is true, Lumina is facing a bigger threat than this guy.
Yeah.
We also took his magical focus. He shouldn't be able to cast it anything.
That's
So
if you
Red
needed it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you either need components or focus.
Yeah.
What is worrying
Right.
me is that
Typically.
Belenoris are disposed to go to those measures this quick.
Because the last time I didn't kill somebody when I had the chance, he followed me across the ocean and now he's trying to kill me. Is that good enough?
But that's not the way. That's going down to their level. I mean, I know if the guy keeps doing bad stuff and shows that he is not disposed to change, it should be dealt with, yes.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I want to wrap this up just because honestly, I'm starving. I haven't had dinner yet.
I tie the guy up and I make sure his hands are tied tight so he can't really move them.
Lila will assist. She has survival and I don't know, whatever is could be useful to do that.
I think we had sleight of hand with the new
Okay.
book.
When
Yeah,
guide.
I think it is. So do yeah. Somebody do a sleight of hand.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it since I said I was tying him up.
Guidance. Add guidance.
Okay, that's good because it was going to be a low roll. It's his DC to get out of the knot is 8.
Come on.
I rolled a natural 1 plus intelligence modifier.
She would like to inspect the
You can
You're
intimidate
free.
him.
Come
He's
on.
unconscious. You can untie and retie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a sleight of hand with intelligence,
Okay, so
and whatever you roll, that's the DC he has to beat to for a
50
dexterity.
plus
16.
1, 16, and guidance is 4, so 20.
All right. So look, I want to, like I said, I want to wrap this up. So you guys get all your stuff and get these guys together and well, you've got the 2 guards and the main big bad. Or did you tie the 2 guards up as well?
And knock them
I
out.
already
yes.
did.
All right. So you take them back to town and inform Pincus what's going on, inform the guard what's going on, turn them over. And a couple days later, a scouting expedition comes back and says, we went out to where you told us the fortress was, and there was nothing there.
I didn't expect it to be there.
Yeah, something went. We would have said that something was off about it. That it has magical appearance of some sort.
Okay.
And
It's a building that moves through planes. It's not going to stay in the same location for.
or soon a spell that it can summon such magical and so powerful, so big fortress.
The only remains of it would be the moat.
I don't think
Well, there was
no-
no there was no moat.
Well, there was wasn't there a gate?
There was drawbridge. There was a drawbridge,
Yeah.
but it was a gate.
Oh, okay. I remember.
So basically, at this point, let's say that the folks are in jail, and if we want to role play interrogating them at the start of the next session in this storyline, we can. But here we are. You've defeated the big bads. followers, and you also captured that Xvart Warlock, because he was in a cage in the room the whole time. He couldn't assist. Was pretty beaten down. So you've got him and 2 guards and a wizard of some sort captured now.
Nice.
Sweet.
Could be sweet. Could be you just pissed off a god. Who knows? You'll find out next time.
Mm.
Yeah, this guy sounds like he'd be pretty pissed.
So how much loot do we all get?
So
Divided. How does that work?
It's divided by 6.
Okay.
I did a basics. I just well,
I'm just
the copper you can't really take a point of, but in the silver did evenly. But I think it's like you get also like everyone gets like 8 silver and 2 copper from how the gold divides.
Does that include what we?
It doesn't include the
took-
items. That was
the-
just the gold itself, the
what we
money,
took-
the coins.
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Does what you wrote down include what we took from the dead ones and those who survived?
That was just from what was underneath the throne, and I didn't divide the platinum.
So I'm posting the core of what you guys got into the Facebook, so you can discuss it on there if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were no Lionel. I see you said 2 short bows. No, there were no short bows. It was hand crossbows.
Okay.
So I posted what was there into the Facebook. All right, so this will be the end of the game for the night. We ran about half an hour over. Really appreciate all my players. Thanks to anyone watching later on. Hope you enjoyed, and I assure you, this is not the end of this storyline. This is only the beginning. Good night.
Good night. Thank you for playing.
Right.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Good
for
night.
filming, and it was nice playing with everybody.
It was fun.
It's pretty cool for the first time, yeah. Definitely come back.
This is the biggest group I've played with in this guild so far.
So, yeah, Rayjack and Larago leveled up.
Oh yes, good point. I'll looks like Blargo dropped. I'll post that in the Facebook as well. But yeah, both of you leveled up.
How many points?
1 XP to everyone. And we'll explain what that means if you need help outside of this session.
I seen you guys, Rich guys' thing on there, so I just basically did
If I
it
hadn't
too.
fallen asleep last night, Kark would have leveled up.
Yeah, man. What's up with that?
Yeah,